Welcome to RTA Motorsports.
All right, everyone, and welcome. Crash here, this RTA Motorsports. We finally got the green light. Looks like we're still waiting for a few people to join back in. Hopefully, you're not still in that same stream that we just started a little while ago. We're having a YouTube side issue. I was watching OBS. We still had our green light. All was well on our side. Hey, Gopher Checks, how you doing? All was well on our side, but for some reason we were getting the red light of doom saying that it wasn't connecting well to YouTube. We checked a few things, and then all of a sudden it said we were offline, but OBS said it was still streaming okay. So I'm not sure exactly where that stream was going. I don't know what was going on. But yeah, I guess, hopefully got the stream going. Hopefully it looks okay. Like right now, too, it says that we're live. I have the green dot on YouTube, which is good. That means that, we're getting all of our bit rate through. But it also says that we're offline at the exact same time. So, I don't know. I'm having issues with YouTube. Maybe it's because we haven't streamed in a long time. I don't know what's going on there. But, like the stream title says, we have the Oculus Quest here. It's still wrapped in the cellophane, and I picked it up this morning, but I had a bunch of things to do. So we're finally going to get to unboxing it. You can still see it's still in the cellophane. I didn't, go and unbox it and then try to rebox it up, and play with it beforehand. But, yes, we're going to unbox this live on camera. I'm hoping that I'm not going to mess this up because knowing me, I'm going to find a way to mess it up. But, it looks like everything is still going. We got our over-the-shoulder camera here still going. And so, yeah, if you guys have any questions, I'm probably going to be blabbering. I'm probably going to answer it anyway because I tend to just completely go off the deep end here. But we'll go into why I bought the Quest even in the first place. I'm sure some of you are probably surprised. The valve index, I didn't make the first cut. I was about a half hour into the pre-orders. I was trying to wait for that pre-order time to drop, but I was super busy at that point in time, so I was a half hour after, and we missed the first stream of pre-orders for the Valve Index, and so yeah, we didn't get to pre-order that yet. But Dennis, how's it going, man? Awesome. So yeah. Besides that, we're going to be getting, I'm thinking, I'm still trying to decide, being that we need to get the pre-order in for the Valve Index. I'm either thinking the Valve Index or the HP Reverb for the resolution. So, leave in the comments either in live chat or in the comments below as to what you guys think we should get as far as the Index or the Reverb for our rig here, our, simulator. But this is just purely for VR. Cool thing with this is, and what I'm planning to use it is just simply for, room scale VR, but actually in the garage, like a large space like that. So I want to test it. I want to see if it'll work in a large space like that and if it's even worth it. So we're going to be putting it through its paces like crazy. So, all right, let's change this view so that way you all can see what's going on here. Yeah. So it doesn't look like that actually updated. Huh. All right. So we're having issues, as usual. Oh, man. Let me actually go over, and I think I might just have to turn this camera on and off. I'm not exactly sure, but hold on just a moment, everyone. Hopefully you could still hear me. Let's see here. There we go. All right. Boom. Okay. So if that camera, for whatever reason, goes out again, just guys, let me know in the chat. I'm gonna try not to look over my shoulder constantly, but here's a Quest. We finally got it. Dennis, what's going on, buddy? You're in history class. You can see I was editing the thumbnail. So yeah, Gopher Jux, he says he was thinking index, but haven't looked into the reverb. Reverb has higher resolution. That's kind of the big deal there. People say that they could see into the distance a little bit more, much higher resolution panels, but you lose a little bit of the FOV, and you also lose the high refresh rate monitors that are in the HP index, and some of the software niceties of having an index with the Steam VR. Like I think it's motion smoothing doesn't work with Windows Mixed Reality. The last time I tried it didn't work, but it might have updated. So yeah, let's cut into this thing finally and get going. We got our trusty knife here, and let's see what we can do. Want to make sure I don't cut into the box too much, mess up the cellophane. Or scratch up the box. Don't want to do that. Gopher Tex. Neighbor just got a ZL1. Is he planning on modding at all? We actually have quite a few things in line for my ZL1. So hopefully I'll actually get to a video of that. The box is actually quite small. That's the first thing that's kind of hitting me here. Very small, very compact for a VR head unit. Very, very small packaging. But I, heard the headset is about the same size as like the normal Oculus, so it's good for them that they actually got the packaging down small enough. Everything seems to be fine. There's no corners bent or anything like that. There's no damage to the box that's seen here. Got the nice little Oculus logo on the front there, kind of ghosted in. Box there with a little bit of foam to kind of secure the headset and all that. That's just the underside of the lid. Very thick cardboard too. And it smells like that foam glue when you first get a VR headset. Smells like that foam glue. But all right, there she is. The packaging's actually pretty sweet. I do got to say, it's a smaller box. I know the Oculus Rift S comes in a slightly bigger box, and I'm not sure if it's because the headset's bigger or what, but when I was at Best Buy this morning, I was looking at all the pre-orders that were coming in or people that purchased online, and the Rift S box is a little bit bigger, quite a bit bigger, but I don't think the headset's that much bigger at all. So I'm not sure what else is coming in that box, but they are the same price for the base. This is the base 64 gigabyte unit, so not sure why that box was so much bigger. Same controllers, but maybe AC power brick and stuff like that. I don't know. Well, it shouldn't be an AC power brick. It's powered by the computer through USB. So I don't know why that box was so darn big, but it was bigger. That I can say. So first, let's look into this here. You do have a box in the back that was kind of situated right back here. Hopefully, you guys were able to see that. I know I do have things on the stream overlay that may be blocking things, but it does have that same ghosted Oculus logo in the middle there. This is, I guess, probably going to be the accessory box. Opens up nicely. There we go. So we do have the charger brick there. Well, not brick, just plug. And it's USB Type-C. You can see that right there. Then also in here, we do have, this is a glasses face gasket. Now, you guys probably won't be able to see on this camera because I do have it on fixed focus. So if I even bring this closer, it's just going to blur out. You can see there. But I'm going to try to put this into... Here, let's change the view to the face. I'm gonna try to put this here, and you can see like right in the middle. I'm trying to do this backwards while looking at a monitor. Right in the middle there, you could just probably make it out. There's a little glasses icon there. So this is a face gasket for the headset to create a little bit of gap. You're going to lose slightly a little bit of FOV, but this is specifically for glasses. So I get that question a lot. I do wear glasses too. I have a slight astigmatism, so I mainly wear it for when my eyes are feeling fatigue. But I can wear glasses with this headset. Hopefully it'll fit my glasses and my big face, but we'll see. We'll see. But yeah, they do make a specific face gasket for glasses. But just remember, it is a little bit thicker, just slightly. So that does mean you have to expect you're going to lose a little bit of FOV, but it's really not that thick. But that's cool that they included that. All right, let's change view back. And looks like we also get the USB Type-C. This is a longer cable. I heard from some people that it was 10 feet in length. I don't know how long it is, but that's pretty darn long. I'm guessing because then you could play tethered to the wall, I guess, if the unit is starting to power down on you. Also, you could, from what I hear, you could actually power this thing using like a portable charger, like a power brick in your pocket. If you have one of those portable cell phone chargers or tablet chargers, you can power this with that. Kind of defeats the purpose a little bit, but you know, if you're in a longer gaming session, you don't want to turn it off. Boom, here you go. So we do have that cable there, and you can see both ends of it are USB Type-C. And being that they're both USB Type-C, well, I'm actually holding it out of the view. Being that they're both USB Type-C, if you want to connect it to your computer's got to have USB Type-C, or you're going to have to get an additional cable, USB-A to USB-C, which most cell phones come with now. So, you know, you should be able to maybe use your cell phone cable if your cell phone has a USB-C charger port. And let's see. Oh, all right, that's pretty neat. So the packaging on this so far is actually kind of really surprising me. I like how compact the packaging is, which is promising for the future. Packaging, you know, saves space in warehouses, and that's how they're also going to be able to save money. You know, every inch of space that a product takes in a warehouse or in a manufacturing house or anything like that is going to cost that company money, and that money is just only going to be rolled down to the consumer. So it being such a small package here, and how everything has its own place and seems to be methodically thought out, is actually really nice and impressive to see. You can see the two batteries just sitting there. Nice little presentation there for the batteries. See what brand they are. This is alkaline, 0% mercury. There's really no brand there that I can see. It says PS on the top. I don't know. Some manufacturing. So we get a reference guide here. Oculus Quest safety manual. Safety and warranty manual. Kind of a thicker book, but small. If there's anything else in here. No, that's it. That seems to be it for this one here. So just two AA batteries. Oh, my studio light just fell. Two AA batteries. And warranty books in that one. We're going to close this one up. We'll make like a little neat storage box for like accessories and wires and stuff like that. Random plugs, USBs, stuff like that. All right, so we are now down to the headset. Wow, it's actually got some pretty good weight to it, surprisingly. So yeah, first impressions, just taking it out. Oh, look at this. Right back here. It says, before you start, install the Oculus app. You'll need the app to set up your headset, either in App Store or Google Play. Little cardboard back here. But first impressions when picking it up, and it's to be expected. I mean, really. I mean, when you think about what it is. I know it only weighs slightly over a pound, but it feels a little bit heavier than that. And I think it's all because the weight is all within the very front of this panel here. It feels like it's not like the whole unit is sharing the weight. It feels like all the weight is really in this front faceplate. That's kind of like the sensation I'm getting. So it's very outboard towards the front. I'm sure maybe the battery packs and the camera array and all that is, all those boards are up here. But it really does feel like the weight is really outboard towards the front. The cameras are actually pretty darn small. I would say close to Windows Mixed Reality in size. They don't really distract from the look that much. Got a USB-C port on the side here. And then everyone seems to be excited about these headphone jacks on both sides. I think it's cool that they gave the option for headphone jacks, just in case, your situation's not working with the audio solution. But me being a fan of audio equipment and everything like that, I wouldn't say I'm a full-fledged audiophile, but I'm excited for the audio solution that they developed. I do like my headphones and everything like that, but this is something different. It's actually, full-on spatial sound. They're blowing the sound from the headset over your ears. You'll still be able to hear everyone around you, but me showing VR to my friends and family, I cannot tell you how many times, it's almost every single time, I have to pull a headphone away from their head, speak to them real quick, put it back, and you don't want to disturb them because you don't want them to freak out that someone's grabbing their head or anything like that. I am super excited about this audio solution. And even whenever I'm playing by myself, if I'm like, in an experience like in Super Hot or something like that by myself, I'm not really worried about, sound around me. I'm not really ever playing in a situation that I have to worry about anything. But if I'm playing with a lot of friends, I do kind of want to hear them at the same time, because most of the time I'm trying to talk to them at the same time. So it'll be interesting to see how I like this audio situation. I'm more excited about the built-in audio situation that we have here. So should be pretty cool. All right. And let's take this off here. Okay. So I don't know if you guys can see that at all. I'll try to hold it up to this camera here. We do have the lenses, and they do have some lens covers on there. It says no sunlight on lenses. Very interesting. And it says it in a few different languages too. And then on the right one, it says no liquid cleaners. So no sunlight on lenses, no liquid cleaners. So I wonder if, well, I hope not, but I wonder if this thing is not going to be as like sweat proof or anything like that. There's going to be any issues with sweat contamination, because no liquid cleaners. I could kind of understand why they would say that, because some people would probably get overzealous with it and just spray the inside of the headset with some cleaner. I don't know. Maybe they're trying to prevent people from going that crazy, but hopefully this thing doesn't have any issues with water kind of getting in it or sweat. Also on the top here, there's a warning. It says to reduce the risk of personal injury, discomfort, or property damage, read all health and safety warnings. Interesting. And over here we have the normal sort of headset model number, the FCC ID, stuff like that. On the bottom here, this is what I'm most excited about with this headset. We do have an IPD adjustment. Gopher checks, you say you play with open speakers now, and it's even better than headphones. Exactly. And like I was just saying, whenever I do play and there's other people in the room, I kind of am conversing with them, over the situations that are going on in the headset, or, oh my God, did you see that? Or, so I'm kind of excited to not have headphones on in VR. I think, Oculus or the Oculus team, I don't want to say Facebook, but I know the Oculus team, they know what they're doing when it comes to marketing and development and everything like that. So I'm sure it's going to work just fine, and I'm sure it's going to be everything I hope it was going to be, but we'll see. We'll see. I'm definitely going to, still try to keep an open mind. We do have another headset of some kind coming in. So this is not going to replace my Rig headset or anything like that, because you can't tether it to a PC. It's not made for that. I'm more so looking for like a super hot VR or, you know, rec room headset. This is what that's only going to be for, large spaces. So we do have a IPD adjustment. I do got to say, kind of glad that it is, but wow. It's very hard to adjust side to side. It does have a lot of resistance, which is good because then it won't move on you while you're messing around. But like my mom or a younger child or anybody that, you know, maybe has a little bit more sensitive fingers, maybe over time this might loosen up too. Maybe hard for them to adjust it, you know. So you can see the actual lenses moving back and forth as I'm doing that. It is an actual mechanical IPD adjustment in the headset there. And then we do have the volume rocker here. I'm assuming that's the volume rocker. That's what it should be. But I do like the cloth exterior of the headset. It does feel nice. It is a little bit soft to the touch. Also, the foam faceplate here is also fabric covered as well. And it feels like it would be really soft and comfortable. The head strap design, I do like it. There's a lot of good reviews out there where everyone likes it. And it does still have that springy sort of fitment, so that way you could take it on and off a little bit easier. The springs, I do got to say, they do feel, from what I remember with Oculus, a little bit looser than the Oculus headset. And I think it's because of the head strap design. They want it to actually come out a little bit more because now you're cradling more of the back of your head. This is cupping the back of your head a lot more. But the springs don't feel as hard to pull out. So, you know, I don't think we're going to ever have any issues with it flying off my head. But the springs resistance is not as strong as I would have thought it would have been. But yeah, that's the headset there. And now we have the new controllers, which also can be paired with the Oculus S controllers. So they are the same controllers for either one, which is neat because then that opens up the possibility of, you know, let's just say you damage a headset. You know, you could go online and there's going to be more availability. It's not like, you know, the Quest has its own controllers and the Oculus Rift S has its own controllers. It's all the same controller there. It cannot be used with the Oculus Rift first gen though. That they were very specific about. This is going to be a separate controller altogether. And so it does say R on it. This is a sticker that can be removed. So they're very specific about that this is the right controller. And I do like how they do give you the option to remove it. But it does looks like it's factory as far as the R there. Hopefully you all can see that. So it does look like it's factory. But you can remove it if you don't want to see just a white R on your controller for more of a cleaner look. So probably as you get used to it, then you know that that's your right controller. You could just remove it. And the reason why, even though most controllers for VR are side dependent, except for the Vive ones, but you have your inboard triggers here for gripping, and that is going to make it side dependent there. The rings on top do make it like kind of wants a twist in your hand. It's a little top heavy, so it kind of wants a twist in your hand, just a hair. I mean, these controllers are super light, so as long as I'm just barely holding them, they're not going to twist in my hand. But just the center of gravity is a little bit such that it wants to naturally do this in your hand. So you do have to hold them just a little bit. No big deal. They are super light, like I said. With the battery in them, they're going to feel a little bit more centered, I think, towards the actual base of the controller where your hand is. Overall, though, they feel like they would be very, very comfortable. On the right one, you have the Oculus button. Let's see if we can make that focus. It doesn't really want to, but you can see there, that's the Oculus button there. And then on the left one, you have like a menu button in place of where the Oculus button is on the right one. So, no trackpad that I could see. It's just a joystick that also you could press in for a button. Then you have your A and B button. You have the back triggers for shooting. And these, I guess, are your grippers here. So, and we also have the adjustment straps here. That way no one goes and throws their controllers. Little, they almost feel like they're, no, they're not leatherette. I mean, they're not leather, maybe like a leatherette material, or can't really tell. See if I can get this off without ripping the strap. Yeah. There's one of the straps there. And it does have like a suede sort of material on the inside of it. The outside of it feels almost like rubber. So it's definitely synthetic. Does have the pull down adjustment there. That way you can adjust the straps length. Well, not length, but how tight it is on your wrist, I should say. Just pull it down there and hold it. If you ever drop the controller, it's not going to go flying on you. We all are aware and we know how that works. Seen them on almost every controller, but these kind of feel cheap. I'm not going to lie on this controller. I'm a little worried about how long they're going to last. Because this material just feels like really thin rubber. It doesn't feel like leather. It feels like really thin rubber. Like literally feels like a rubber band in its thickness, and it's, I don't know. I hope it lasts a while, but I would be worried like if someone threw the controller and let go of it and it was still wrapped around their wrist. I don't know. This would tear. I'm like scared to pull on it. It feels that delicate. And but for all I know, it might last forever, but it just feels super delicate. That's strange. But these are the new controllers that Oculus is going with. Overall, I do really like their design. I don't really feel like it feels cheap. The side comes off there. I did hear people say that if they grip the controller too hard, not sure how that would happen. I had it happen on the Oculus CV1 a lot, but I don't see how that would happen here because your palm is gripping right there. I don't see how this would come down, but I've heard it in reviews. They say that it's happened to them, so we'll see if it happens to us. I don't know. Get a battery in there. You have the little instruction there on how to place the battery. So it just takes one AA this time instead of two, which is nice. Doesn't really click in. That's the thing. I think it's, is it magnet? Yes, it is magnet. Okay, I see. So there's a magnet actually right there on the inside of the controller. It's just see that right there. So there's a magnet there, and you have a little bit of metal here, and that's how it attaches. Okay, so it's like the CV1 there. It's magnetic, but you know, so you're not going to get a click. Battery goes in the same orientation in the other controller as well. There we go. All right, everyone. So that is completely it. We went through pretty much everything of this headset. If you have any questions while we're using the headset, definitely let me know. Oh, that was oddly satisfying. If you have any questions, let me know as far as how I'm liking the headset, or if I could do this, that, or the other thing with the headset. We're going to be testing it quite a bit over the next few days. I'm going to try to do some live streams with it. I know you can stream the footage over Chromecast, and we do have quite a few capture cards. So we'll try to get that going. The problem that I have is how are we going to do audio, and I'm looking to do large open space. So we'll figure that. I don't know if I have to take like a computer downstairs or what, but we'll get that all going somehow. And then, of course, you could expect a review because we are VR enthusiasts as well. I know a lot of you think that we've forgotten about VR since, you know, we've been predominantly using this monitor. I think that's more so just Windows mixed reality and game dependent. But, you know, we are VR enthusiasts, so we will look at this headset as well as, again, let me know what you guys all think. I'm going to post a poll on this video of if you think we should do the valve index. I almost said Vive, the valve index, or the HP reverb with the higher resolution. The valve index has a higher refresh rate. All right, everyone. I'm Crash. This is RTA Motorsports. It feels great to finally be back and have our computer working again. Sorry we've been gone for so long. Just a quick recap on where I've been and what's been going on. Our computer has been giving me lots of issues. A lot of you that are longtime subscribers here know that we've been having a lot of issues with our computer, random stream crashes and stuff like that. Turns out our water cooler, it's actually over there. But yeah, it's an Enermax VIOTEK 240, the first generation they came with. A lot of people like that cooler. It does work fine, but we've had it for about 5 years. Just really stopped working. The pump was barely moving because we weren't completely overheating, but it was letting temperatures get up to the level where the CPU was completely throttled, and everything would just completely slow down and crash. Frame rates would come down. We were having a lot of issues with the computer, but it was kind of hard to really pinpoint because we weren't getting any warnings of CPU temperatures. Hey, thank you, Gopher Chucks. Oh, I see you also said, well, you plan this for your wife and she doesn't hand fast everything like you do, so maybe okay. Yeah. We'll see what I think with this headset, and I'll try to get my wife in it too and see what she feels. But yeah, so we finally pinpointed down because I actually bought a terabyte SSD and I was going to get rid of all my other hard drives. I was thinking maybe it was a hard drive related issue or failure. We ended up figuring out it was the CPU cooler. One thing that I wasn't really counting on it being. So we ended up buying a Noctua NHD15, that giant dual 140 millimeter fan power cooler. We ended up buying that for our Ryzen 2700X because I don't want any more points of failure within our system. It's just a tower cooler with fans, so not much to go wrong there. And our temperatures are super low now, like lower than they were when I first got my VIOTEK 240 on this system. We're actually running a decent overclock now, and everything seems to be going really well there. We just got online really recently, so we're going to be starting back with all the reviews and all the live streams again. Again, everyone, thank you so much for joining in on this live stream. I know this unboxing kind of took way too long, but I'm just having fun hanging out with you guys. And again, see you all next time. Comment, hit that subscribe button and that reminder bell so you know when we're doing our live streams. They're all completely random. We'll see you all next time.